right, here's the list from Tom Van Haren once again, which not only includes 2 Trojans in the top 2 spots, but 4 quarterbacks in the top 10. Steve, I'm going to start with you on this one. Of those top players, outside of those top players at USC, who is another transfer that you think can make a significant impact this college football season?
I'll stay in the Pac-12 and go up to the Palouse. It's Washington State, and they got a quarterback by the name of Cameron Ward who comes from Incarnate Word. This guy was a 0-star recruit, and he goes to Incarnate Word. He's 6'3", 225, built like just a beast at quarterback. Threw for 47 touchdowns and 4,700 yards at Incarnate Word in a division where there are not a lot of good football teams. I really think Washington State has a chance to score a lot of points and be on a lot of people's radar. So I'm really excited to see what Cameron Ward brings to the table.
I'm going with the guy that was actually on the list of number 10, and Spencer Rattler. He's under the radar because no one's talking about him. But we're talking about a guy that was number 1 for the chances to win the Heisman going into last season at Oklahoma. Didn't go the way that anyone expected it to go. He gets benched for Caleb Williams. Things don't look great. He transfers to South Carolina. Now, anytime I look at where a quarterback is playing, first thing I look at is offensive line. South Carolina returns 4 of their starters to the offensive line. They return 9 total starters to that offense. Now, they're in the SEC. It's going to be difficult, but Spencer Rattler is a guy to keep your eye on to see if he can get back some of that magic that everyone was talking about coming into last season at Oklahoma. Can he rebound through all the things he's been through, new team, new situation? Can he turn it back on and become the player everyone expected him to be last season?
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what Rattler does, Joey, because when you think about what South Carolina was last year, they couldn't throw the ball down the field, and they still won 7 games. Spencer Rattler is light years ahead of the talent they had at that position last year. So I expect big things out of South Carolina. There's people talk about a tier in the SEC. It's Alabama, it's Georgia. Who's the 3rd best team? A lot of unknown. I love the idea of what that offense will look like with Rattler. So I expect big things from South Carolina this year.
And as you mentioned, Joey, Spencer Rattler was like the face of college football going into last season. He was the number 1 guy, and obviously he didn't live up to those expectations. Going to South Carolina, hopefully he'll be able to gain some confidence a little bit more.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.